Welcome back.
If you guys
Jinx, you owe
have
me
been
soda.
watching... Excuse me?
Jinx, you owe me a soda.
I'll buy you one on Amazon and send it to your address. How about that?
I better be filled with cyanide and a note inside saying, you don't get to jinx me.
Fair enough. But anyway, if you guys have been watching every week, like you should have been, you'll be like, oh, nothing's changed. There's another video this week like usual, and they're progressing through the story like usual. However, a lot of things have changed for us, and we haven't actually recorded in like 5 weeks.
Yup. Which gave me time, ultimately, to finally get my level 50 Necromancer out there in the open, which was nice. And yeah.
What else is different? Well, as you can see by my name, I haven't died at all, but Brian has gone through some Dragon Ball Z style training, and he has developed a technique that I can only describe as terrifying. So terrifying, in fact, that Blizzard found it necessary to put a stop to his shenanigans no less than like 10 times.
Yeah. So I've been working my way up to this, and I finally got to it. But yeah, it was after, especially like last week, it took me almost a whole week to get to level 50 because I had been killed a little over 4 times, let alone in just that time frame. Just because I'm absolutely convinced that what I have now was something that Blizzard absolutely doesn't want players to have. I mean, you'll see what I'm doing as I'm playing, and for the Diablo fans, you'll get it. But for the other people that don't, I'll summarize it in a less nerdy way. I do an ultimate. Ultimate has a cooldown. All my abilities make the cooldown go away. Like, really quickly. So basically, this build is all about getting my ultimate out at an insanely fast rate. And then I built the ultimate to essentially just kill everything in its wake. There, that's a good summary.
Alright, cool. So, are you ready to go to hell?
Absolutely ready to go to hell. Let's do this.
Alright, speak with Donan. Alright. Are we ready for this?
Speaking
yes.
For myself, yes, I believe I am. Ready to attune the Soul Stone, at least. As for what comes after, capturing Lilith, keeping her bound in the stone, we know how that's gone in the past. I have to believe it is up to us now. Not to the prophecy, Elias, or anyone else.
Alright. Brian knows what's gonna happen, I don't.
Nothing right about this place. Let's do this quickly.
These skeletons, by the way, are Brian's and not enemies.
Yeah, no, these are my boys. These are my boys. They do my bidding.
Were you about to say something?
Yeah, I was like, oh no, actually, we might actually be facing someone I thought that we already faced.
Yeah, dude, I told you we didn't kill Elias.
Okay, well, I could have sworn we did, but whatever, man.
Like, I never bothered to look back at our recordings to check, but I was, like, pretty sure.
You felt it in your heart, yeah.
We will inscribe the
well, alright, then we'll definitely go abuse him then.
Oh, it's nice to see you agree on something.
Focus. Let us begin.
Let us begin.
Donan
Donan will forever be the baddest of asses.
There.
Heck yeah.
Do you feel that?
What is it, witch?
What is it, witch?
It's Elias.
He's here. We have to...
Loris, don't you dare leave.
Uh-oh.
I'll kill him myself.
Oh no, is Lorath finally doing his untrustworthy things?
No, he's actually, he was trying to, but then he got forced to stay, so...
Are you following me? Yes.
Yeah, I was, but I thought you might have been close to me for a second to show you that it's funny how Nyrel can participate in that spell that they're doing with one hand,
So do I.
and let's take this poop face out. Can literally do it with one hand, and while all the other old dudes have to do it with two hands.
Maybe she's just being lazy and letting everyone else do more work.
Yeah.
She's conserving her energy, as they say.
Yeah, how much she conserve these nuts.
This feels very anticlimactic.
Oh yeah.
Like in Act 4, we got a whole ass cutscene.
I'm also burning through this man's life like it's nobody's business.
Yeah, just so you guys know, like, Brian is doing most of the damage here. Oh, God.
Yup, there's the ult again. That's 3 times my ult's popped out. Yup, no, okay, yup.
How many times must we do this before you learn? My life is not yours to claim.
Oh, he doesn't know.
I have been to the deepest chambers of the sunken temple, Elias.
Realization.
You
Yup.
have no secrets from me.
Yeah, I forgot what my face looks like.
Yeah, I felt kind of the same way too. Oh, no, ooh, I almost left 2 legendary items behind.
Yeah, same.
Oh. Got
Well,
excited chasing after Elias.
So Elias has figured out that his dying fetish has gone too far, and now,
Yeah.
yeah, he can die for realsies now. Brian, who's the immortal guy in Naruto?
Like Madara?
No, the immortal guy that, like...
It's 2 people actually. It's Hidan and Kakazu.
I am here.
Okay.
Hidan is truly immortal. Kakazu was immortal because he was stealing people's hearts.
I lost him in the tunnels, but the swamp has him now. Haradrim, we were about to finish without you.
He's still alive. Where is he?
Yeah, so
At the end of
if
his
I'm
bloody throat.
correct, Elias should actually already be on death's door. Like, we hurt him really bad. I think we're chasing after him now. No more fighting him. I think he's hurt.
Emotionally.
No, and physically, we fucking punched him in the throat. More than enough times to put him out. Yeah, he's already done. He's on his last leg and he can't regenerate.
Thaisa. I need to speak with him.
Oh, that's him.
Then
Okay.
do so, Haradrim.
Lorath.
Oh, Elias. Was all this worth it then? Truly?
I brought Lilith to Sanctuary, a thing no one thought possible. And when hell rises to sweep across this world, I should be there beside her, ready to push it back. You left me alone to cross the lines you would dare not attempt, and you have nothing to show for it. You are nothing but a wasted life. Do not look to forgive me, old man, because it is you who brought us here. Was it worth it? That is a coward's question, Lorath. It suits you.
Elias
That was
of
cold.
Arlok,
Oh, spare me.
of your own free will, you swore an oath to the Tree of Whispers.
This is not the life I deserve.
The tree does not forget oaths, and it does not forgive debts. It is time to let go.
That looked like a small bird.
I was just
It's
gonna
not a
say,
small.
he has half the size
Yeah.
of his body.
Yep. It's the crow that collects the heads.
Well, in the end, the person he worked for couldn't protect him.
Yep.
What happens now, Kaisa?
I hear laughter on the wind. Elias's head hangs from the Tree of Whispers, and your soul stone is attuned. This is where I leave you.
Leaving? We go to face Lilith. I had hoped you would join us.
I know the weight of your reasons, but Lilith remains your concern. Mine
Yeah, good
is
luck.
elsewhere.
She basically said, yeah, you want to
Farewell, then.
fight like
And
the
thank you.
incarnation of hatred itself. Yeah, good luck with that.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah. Well, and something you'll learn when you, like,
Called me by my
as someone like me who end up playing this over and over and over again, you learn that the swamp that we're in isn't actually connected to
I have not
Sanctuary.
seen him since.
So, like,
since
she is right.
Elias spent his
Like,
last
she is dealing with a whole nother world than what we're even dealing with at all.
And to prove his courage, he
Oh, okay.
would
Yeah, so,
face Lilith
like,
alone.
in...
Elias never told us where to find her.
Not Cageistan.
But his
I'll
head is on the
take
tree
it
of
after this
whispers.
cutscene.
So the tree knows where Lilith is going.
Quasar. That's what it's called. Hawazar.
Lorath
Sorry,
could
Hawazar.
ask, but he'll have to pay the
Quasar?
price.
What price?
Yeah, the area we're in is
The
Hawazar.
same
I thought it was
Elias
called
paid.
Quasar, but it's Hawazar.
Eternity on the tree.
Brother. No. Get to the tree now. Stop him!
Oh, something's happening.
Yeah, Lorith is running off. They surmise that Lorith is running off to the tree to ask where Lilith is. And if you ask the tree for favors like knowledge, well, that's what Elias did, and look where he's at.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we're in Hawazar. So basically all of Hawazar is in Sanctuary, but it's not, which is confusing. And so like the magic here isn't the same kind of magic that is used in our world. They use like, and now this is where like the memes come to life. They use what's called Bayou magic, which is actually a real thing in real life. People most commonly know Bayou magic as called voodoo magic. Basically, they use voodoo magic here, where we use medieval magic in Sanctuary.
Go ahead and
And so
teleport to me. The goal is far away.
Okay. Just want to make sure I don't get attacked here, because I kind of surrounded myself by enemies for a moment. Which is no problem, because I'm wiping them all out right now. Yay! Alright, teleport in. Tree of Wibbers.
And I'm gonna just quickly do a Paragon thing. There we go.
Yeah, so, yeah, they're just... Their magic is not the same.
It's that southern magic.
Yep.
Alright, Laura, don't do something stupid, please.
Lilith has been 2 steps ahead of us for far too long. The tree knew where to find her. I asked. Its answer was worth the price.
Worth the price. You owe the tree your head. The day you die, you'll be taken to hang here with the others.
And what? Did I need your permission? It's done. Put it aside. While we stand here in the mud, Lilith is on her way to absorb Mephisto's power. She has found a gateway to hell, and she approaches with the
You know, I
key.
appreciate his dedication to the cause.
Brother.
Under
Yeah,
Surely they
but it's
will
also a
find
very
justice.
reckless dedication
the
sometimes.
fools
Yes.
welcomed her in. It is up to us to stop her and imprison her in the Soul Stone. This is all.
In these stories, there's often a
And if
character
Lilith
who's
has
willing to
passed through the gate,
sacrifice oneself
We follow her
to achieve their goals. Meanwhile, there's
everything in my power
more than
to
one
get
way
her.
or many ways to achieve the same goal.
4 of us alone?
Exactly.
This is lunacy.
Not lunacy, child. Duty. We will meet in Tarsarak to prepare.
He said duty. I'll see myself out now. And they laughed. See, they get the
they're laughing.
joke.
Oh my god.
This is a delayed laughter.
I was just gonna make that joke.
Well, then I'm glad we're on the same length
Yeah.
there.
Go when you die.
End of the act.
One last damn mystery to worry about, at least.
This is the end of the act?
The right choice.
Yep.
I did what I had to.
Lorath always ushers out the end of the act.
Lilith was poised to storm the very gates of hell. Astaroth and the deal, Rathma and the key, it had all been leading to this. But what we didn't know was that while
Well,
we
we're very
lost in
close,
this
buddy.
war,
One more.
in the cathedral were launching a campaign to strike at Lilith. Their battle would leave the world a
Yep.
wasteland. And whoever won would show no mercy to what was left. Our only hope was to reach Lilith before Inaris. But we couldn't have predicted what happened next.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Alright, where now? Alright, all the way across, almost all the way across the world. Going
Yep,
to,
back
Tesseract?
Tarsarak, yep.
Yep, that's not what it's called. That was...
Oh, you said Tesseract. Okay. Clever.
Marvel, don't sue me for making a reference to a movie, okay?
No, you have to be in a precarious situation and be vulnerable to being screwed even worse to be, something worth their time.
Sinners will come running. Let none through.
Do you know what's something that YouTubers do that sounds like it should be illegal, but it isn't, and it increases views by, like, a lot?
OnlyFans?
No, I mean, honestly, we should do OnlyFans. That's where the money's at.
Sounds illegal that they probably do that they shouldn't.
No, but
Sounds
like,
like OnlyFans to me.
but like some upstarting YouTubers, they do this thing where they'll have another YouTuber's face in their thumbnails. Like, say we talked about like PewDiePie for 5 minutes, and then we title our video, "Oh, we talk about PewDiePie for 5 minutes," and put up his face. That's like scientifically guaranteed to get you a lot of views.
Lorath and Donan have gone to Chaldeum.
Yeah, that does sound to a degree like it should just be illegal.
They felt it best to follow. But I wanted to wait.
Or maybe not illegal, but definitely something you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
Personal.
Like a very quick to deceased, or what is it, desist or whatever,
Do matters?
cease and desist.
They call me
That seems like a very quick to cease and desist.
The same person I always was. Powerful, sure, but flawed too. I try. Yet my best isn't enough. Not for Yorin, nor your mother.
damn, main character, you're just a little too hard on yourself.
It can. With a good ally.
Thank you for being honest. It helps knowing I'm not alone. We should go. I'll find the others in Chaldeum.
My cat's being annoying right now. Alright, let's go.
A cease and brosist. A cease and brosist. Brosistist.
What are you doing?
What the wrong fucking way? That's what I'm doing.
Remember when you teleported, like, back and forth 10 times? And I was asking you, like, what the hell you were doing, and you're like,
You know,
what do you mean? I'm right
I always like to not remember those, but thanks for the reminder.
here. What do you mean you don't want to... You did it on purpose. What do you mean you don't want to remember it?
I don't want to remember!
I mean, it's not like you were embarrassed because you did it by accident. Like, you did it intentionally.
That doesn't make it any less embarrassing. I just had to have some form of confidence in the moment to save face.
It's raining blood.
That's the way I like it. Call it Slayer, it's raining blood.
Nobody wants that.
I was fine on my
I'm gonna speak with Ranjaram.
Speak with Michael Jackson.
At last, the
No,
knights
thank you.
are sacking the place.
Is Lilith here?
Unless it's, like, for him to give me millions of dollars, then no, I don't want to talk to Michael Jackson.
gate underneath the city palace. She's opened the way.
But what if you hear a hee-hee in the wind and then you turn around and there's Michael Jackson?
We can't let
I will run for the fucking hills, or I'll stab the person in front of me.
Stab first, ask questions later.
But I'd probably run, because then I'd be paranoid that I'm, like, seeing things, and that when I stab the person who looks like Michael Jackson, it'll actually be, like, someone close to me.
The display
Yeah, like Tristan.
Yeah.
they mean to make an example.
Oh, enemies.
Hee-hee in the wind. Oh, no, come with me. I knew we were gonna go the frickin' wrong way.
This rain of blood. The sign we've waited for.
Did you hear that? They mentioned the Lord of Hatred.
Mephisto.
What?
Sorry for not talking a lot. We're allowing the characters to talk for a little bit.
Lilith owed him.
Well, yeah, I can tell Brian has done this campaign multiple times.
Yes. Now, why is it no do? Alright, there it is.
The time of prophecy has come, knights. Lilith flees to the gate to hell. I will slay her in that cesspit she calls home, and open the way to the heavens. All is as fate decreed. A spear of light.
Oh, and Norris is here.
Hatred's heart. You who die in battle today, die heaven-bound. Rally the troops at the palace. We march on hell.
And after that, your plan?
The Horadrim. Always chasing after the battles of your betters. But the angels don't need you.
The stone, Donald. We don't need the bloody angels either.
Damn.
The hubris. You boast of a mere fragment of what this once was. The World Stone. Debased in the hands of fools.
God, keep getting
Lilith
texts.
dies by my blade. Prophecy has foretold it.
I mean, so...
Okay, so, what's up?
No, I was just gonna say, like... Yeah, sure, that was a dick move, but also he's right. Like, we're literally trying to lecture God himself on what his plan is, and is like, look, we got a rock.
Well,
This changes nothing.
yes and no. This goes a lot deeper than anything you understand, mostly because you have to play the games to understand it. So he mentioned the World Stone. You don't know what that is, because that was something that was destroyed, if I'm correct, in Diablo 2. And so I'm going to give everyone, including you, kind of a heads up what the World Stone was and why Inarius called our Soul Stone a fragment of it. So, the World Stone, otherwise known as the Eye of Anu, Heart of Creation, and Heart of the World, was a colossal mountain-sized object of immense power. Sought by both angels and demons, it was used to create Sanctuary, where we are right now, the world. Before being destroyed as a result of the Great Conflict. And yet, for all of its importance, few of Sanctuary's inhabitants are aware that it even existed. Let's see, possessing infinite power and the World Stone, possessing infinite power, the World Stone had the power to shape entire realities, or unmake worlds, with but a thought. Anything that came into contact with it, even its shards, were altered. If anything was corrupted by the World Stone, the condition was impossible to reverse. And its shards by themselves are able to force sudden and violent changes to a landscape on a whim. The World Stone itself could be damaged only by exceptionally powerful weapons, such as the blade of an archangel. One could not teleport straight up to the World Stone. There was apparently a proximity where the process became too dangerous. Even fragments of the World Stone possess immense power. Examples include the Soul Stones, the Fragment of Destiny, and according to the beliefs of some, Blood Shards. And then, get to the part that matters here.
By the way, if you told me this blood rain was caused by you, I would totally believe it.
Right? I feel that. I wish, honestly, that would be. I feel like that'd be really cool if I was causing that. Let's try to.
Everyone just listen to the chilling music here while Ryan reads up in his lore.
Yeah, because this is actually like pretty important for the game to kind of understand why and how all of this is like. Okay, there we go. So,
Yes.
no, that was not what I was looking for.
I'm just gonna loot all these villagers stuff.
Okay, yeah, here we go. Yeah, alright. So, basically, so it's funny, really, because the, having a soul shard in front of Inarius was actually a huge insult. That's why he said the hubris. The reason being is because Inarius stole the World Stone originally. Yeah, it was eventually stolen and hid by Inarius and his band of renegade angels and demons to become the center of Sanctuary and placed at the heart of Mount Ararat. the place it resided until the end of Diablo II: Lords of Destruction, when it was destroyed by another angel, Tyrael. So
Inarius had angels and demons working for him.
Inarius literally fucked Lilith. Yes, he had a band of demons on his side. Like, remember, Rathma is biologically his son and Lilith's son. Like, so they smashed.
Nice.
To give more detail on that one too. So this game is based on like kind of what we have in religion, where there was, and there still are even to this day in this game, but their world started with an eternal conflict between angels and demons. Throughout the war, as it was going on and getting fiercer and harsher, and people were dying even more, people being angels and demons dying even more and more and more. What is it? One archangel and one, like, just demon, I guess. I wouldn't really call her a lesser evil. She's not named a lesser evil, just more a really strong demon. And the daughter of hatred, Lilith, and Inarius were both of the same mind in the eternal conflict. Inarius, in his moments of weakness and vulnerability, while stuck next to Lilith, basically revealed how, like, he wished he could just stop the war, get away from it all. He didn't want it anymore. He was tired of watching his brothers and sisters die. He was tired of being in a non-stop fight that would never end and was only getting worse. And Lilith, in her moment of sincerity and actual truth and not being a deceiver or a liar or, you know, just real, rare moment of realness, you know, thought the same thing as Zenarius. She wanted the same thing. She was tired of seeing demons dying for no apparent reason. And they came together under a goal, a united front, to find and create a world that would be far away from the eternal conflict as much as possible.
Sanctuary.
A world where, right, hence the word sanctuary. Well, they knew that the only way they'd be able to get a place like this is if they stole the World Stone. So in a moment when the war was at its most intense and everyone's attention was away, the primevals and like the ultimate archangel and all that stuff, like their heads were turned completely away, Inarius stole the World Stone. And so with Lilith, he created Sanctuary. And then from there, they also realized that they were in love with each other, genuinely in love. And in their moments of passion, they gave birth to the first child of humanity, Rathma. Also, Rathma being the father of necromancy. Well, Rathma ended up having a moment in his life where he had a vision, a prophecy that had been seen in his eyes, that his father and his mother knew would eventually come to pass. Here it is. This is where we're supposed to be. And so, telling the prophecy, sadly, to Inarius was that basically what we saw in Diablo IV, that we're playing right now. That someone would strike down Lilith, etc. I mean, it's a little bit more in depth than that. Like, Lilith and Inarius created humanity, and then they kind of had their differing opinions. And that's kind of where, like, a war broke out in Sanctuary. Inarius imprisoned Lilith into hell, and then somewhere along the line, Inarius himself got imprisoned into hell. And now they've both been released, but they hate each other now.
And the place that was supposed to not have any war or dying is like basically Warhammer 40k, where everyone's dying all the time.
Yeah, and because we actually sparked it, because of those two sparking up so much war and bloodshed and everything else, it radiated through dimensions and gave signal to the to basically everyone in the eternal conflict. And the idea with the internal conflict is basically to win the wars to get the most amount of land and troops, and so, no kidding, they also ran over to take over Sanctuary. So, like, literally this world was supposed to escape the eternal conflict, and it got caught up in it. That's basically Diablo 2, is that Sanctuary is now officially a part of the eternal conflict, even though it was not supposed to be.
That's sad.
Yes. And then the World Stone was destroyed by Tyrael, because Tyrael believed that without the World Stone, maybe the eternal conflict could finally come to an end, because there wouldn't be that infinite power source anymore to be fought over. Well, he was kind of right and kind of wrong.
Also, I'm sad that Inarius and Lilith grew apart. That's depressing.
Sad for the Inarius part?
That him and Lilith grew apart from each other.
Oh, yeah, that is actually really upsetting, because I think at the end of all of it, Inarius wasn't the one that started. I need to look that up real quick. I think it was ultimately a betrayal by Lilith at the end of... No, it wasn't Inarius that started it all. He killed his son, which then caused Lilith to go hammy, but I'm going to double check that fact.
Are we ready to continue this, or are we ready to end this?
Yes, absolutely.
episode?
Continue. We can absolutely go with it. Talk to Reverend Mother Prava.
Unnecessary. The Father will handle it.
But your army, your people, they need help.
What?
As do we. We'll move faster together.
Loreth, the voice of reason. Rare pleasure. Very well. You may accompany us to the gate.
Hark, knights! The day of prophecy is upon us! The Father will slay Lilith in hell and lift his faithful up to heaven! To the palace!
Let's go.
Okay, the last little fact here. So apparently, by them doing it together, was it Inarius and Lilith were birthing Nephilim, half human, half angels, or half human, half demons. So fearing the Nephilim, Lilith killed, or so I guess it was Lilith that feared it, not Inarius. My apologies. Fearing the Nephilim, Lilith killed all angelic and demonic rebels who helped found Sanctuary. This led to Inarius facing off, but Inarius would not kill Lilith, and so he banished her to the Void instead. Yeah, so actually it was Lilith who screwed the pooch on everything first. So yeah, Inarius was ultimately betrayed in his own love for her. So, yeah, Lilith betrayed Inarius first. So Inarius was a really nice guy. He was loving and caring. He genuinely cared about life and humanity. And then after Lilith, it's just, yeah, you know. He got lost in his anger and his revenge and his hate and his disdain, and after he lost Lilith and realized he couldn't have love anymore, he wanted to return back to heaven, which is what he's trying to do right now. Only problem is that he was banished from heaven, so he can't ever come back, and he's still convinced he can, so.
Poor guy.
Yeah, no, seriously, yeah.
No, like,
poor guy is her.
So I keep forgetting that he's, like, in this world, he's not actually, like, God. Like, according to Sanctuary, he is the Father, but he's not,
yeah,
like...
he's the Father, yeah.
But he's not, like, the highest of the high, according to, like, the angels of heaven, right?
Yeah, no, so the highest of the highest is called the Imperious, and that is who banished him from heaven. The Imperious banished him from heaven. So it's the Imperious, then it's the archangels, which she's an archangel, and then it's the angels. And then from there, it's the primeval. For the demons, it's the primevals, the lesser evils, and then demons. And then in between those two are the Nephilims. And then what's lower than all of them is humanity. Even though, funny enough, humanity's kind of what kills all of them, so... Funny how humanity's at the bottom and yet we're the strongest.
Well, because humans know how to work together to defeat a stronger enemy.
Exactly.
And all the higher powers are interested in is killing each other.
Exactly. We're all in this together.
Now, funny thing about humans is that after they're done banding together to destroy a greater enemy, they revert back to the nature of the higher beings and kill each other endlessly.
Just the way I like humanity. They're the cookies I love the most.
We're fighting Isnu, the Annihilator.
I thought it was Uznu.
Uznu. Yeah, I said it weird.
Either way, what a name, man. Uznu. My name is Uznu.
Death.
I am the Annihilator.
Death by Snoo Snoo.
Yeah, I am Uznu. I will kill you with the Snoo Snoo.
You know Futurama came back, right? And I never saw the new episodes, but it came back.
I know it came back. Michael's been watching the new episodes. I haven't, though, either. I'd love to.
Yeah, Futurama's great.
Dude, I saw everything that was technically considered the original, and I loved every second of it. Shut up and take my money!
Who's ahead of us here?
Don't worry, I cleared the way. The wall is literally blackened because of me. Wow.
Isn't this the wall we couldn't go through earlier?
Yes.
Okay, lots of enemies. Die, please.
Yeah. Yeah. That's definitely what they're going to be throwing at you now.
Oh, legendary item.
Ooh, nice.
Yep. I just assumed that one appeared for you as well.
Cool, so I also can't run too far ahead because she'll stop if we go too far ahead. We literally have to escort her.
Well, we can't exactly stop the wooden beams from falling on their heads, but okay.
Right.
Hold our position.
Lorath, a word, please.
Lorath, a word, please. This woman, this bitch, she's crazy.
Save an army, and we share a goal.
For now.
Above the gate, looks like a winch. I'll handle it.
Alright, gotta handle the winch. We're in a pinch, we will handle the winch.
I must wait for my ally to arrive.
I have to wait for my party member.
I was on my way.
Whatever you did, it worked. Another quake.
My greatest anxiety right here.
Why?
Okay, so it didn't fall. Alright, so I feel like they edited the scene, because they've edited this game so much since it came out, where, like, when this first came out, that gate actually fell on a couple soldiers and killed them. That's my biggest anxiety with, like, medieval times and stuff is, you go to open a gate. Oh, no, come in. You go to open a gate, and then, like, there's always that chance it just falls on you and kills you.
Well, luckily for you, you were born in the correct time.
Well, that's a debatable statement, but I'll agree with you for
Just don't go to any, like, medieval reenactments, and don't go to any, like, ruins of any medieval places.
now. Exactly.
And you'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
Yeah. and instead of a gate falling on you, you will be crushed by a revolving door.
Ooh, my favorite.
Yeah.
See, now that's kinky. I like that.
No, you'll be trapped, like, in that section of the revolving door where you're, like, in between the wall and the two sections of door. And when you're trapped there, zombies will come and eat you.
Oh, so Walking Dead, got it.
Yeah. Spoilers,
Poor
everyone.
Lucas. Whatever, the show's been out long enough. They can get the heck over it.
Yeah, spoilers for The Walking Dead. People get eaten by zombies.
Yeah, right.
Except they're not called zombies because the concept of zombies in that universe never existed.
No. Okay, so I'm putting that shit to bed right fucking now. And I'm not letting that pass. I'm not letting that opportunity pass up at any point in time whatsoever. First things first, we're going to be facing something soon.
Oh god.
That's going to be super fun. So let's, be careful here. Okay, so I'm actually reading the comics for The Walking Dead right now. I found an app on iTunes, or the Apple Store. For $10 a month, I can get all of the original Walking Dead comics on my phone. And so I'm reading them. In the show, they have no concept of zombies. They are simply walkers, or biters. Also, you're going to be facing your second lesser evil.
Ooh.
This guy will kill you if you're not careful. Be careful.
Oh, he's cool.
So, Duriel is the brother of Andariel, who we killed in that one act, if you remember.
Yeah, and the one that Elias summoned, like, it was Act 4. Like,
This is...
Yeah.
Yep. This is her brother. Her brother is scary. She isn't that scary. He is scary. I actually had to use the exploitable teleport system in 2 about 10 times to be able to beat him solo. Where I had to keep on leaving the fight over and over and over again.
I'm paying very close attention to my barriers.
Good, because if he did what he just did to me where he ate me, that could one-shot you.
Oh, I didn't know he could eat you. Alright, good to know.
Yeah, he can get even angrier. Like, also notice how he's damaging the ground and we can't use that ground anymore.
Yeah, that's... I can't talk right now, sorry everyone.
Yeah, no, me either. Duriel is crazy.
Oh, I forgot, I must use my inner calm. And... he went away. Oh,
Yeah,
oh my god.
He's slowly trapping us.
He figured out my inner calm, he just burrowed directly beneath me.
Yeah. I'm not okay with him. This man makes me not okay. Oh, perfect timing. Right when I ulted. Okay, this is a way easier fight when I have a teammate. This is super stupid hard when I don't.
Yeah, but you also went through rigorous training.
Yeah, I am ulting about 3 to 4 times, so... in a fight. Like, here I go, here's my next one.
Out of mana once again.
Boom, baby.
Nice, good job, man. Yeah, he is straight up a player killer.
Alright, so I know I was making a mistake when I dared to mention The Walking Dead in front of you. But yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But essentially, I still want to hear what you had to say, though. Essentially, in the show, it is confirmed by the developer that in the show, in that universe, people have no concept of what a zombie or the undead is, which is why no one knew to, like, shoot them in the head or, like, do common sense things.
Right, exactly. And see, that pisses me off, because in the show, recap what you said, don't know any concept of zombie. In the comic, literally in one of like the first pages, they say, "Oh yeah, it's a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
We're facing off against zombies. Are you a zombie?" They use the word zombie. They know what the zombie apocalypse is. They even have like moments where they talk about zombies being zombies and say zombie. I mean, don't get me wrong. Later in the comic, they'll call them either walkers or biters or what have you, like they do in the show. But no, they know it's zombies. The
Yeah.
discrepancy between the show and the comics is vast. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes, and Brian's very passionate on the subject, and he could talk for a very long time about it. And if he wanted to do like a Walking Dead podcast one day, I'd be totally cool with that.
Yeah, like and don't get me wrong. Like at first, for the viewers listening, at first I hated The Walking Dead to a degree, the show, because I thought it was a strict, evil, vicious deviation from the comics, like the crap stunts they pulled with The Witcher on Netflix and stuff like that, where they just had some director who thought they knew better than the actual author and decided to go in their own direction because why not? No, Kirkman is the author. I forget, that's his last name. Kirkman is the author of the comics for The Walking Dead. He, like J.K. Rowling with Harry Potter, Kirkman was there every second of the way for the development of the show and openly stated on TV, no, I purposely made the show go in a different direction than the comics because I wanted to experiment with some core concepts that I couldn't in the comic. And ever since I read that, I actually love the shows now. Now that I know that he's trying to take a different direction, it's like re-inspired me to love the show. And the show is actually super amazing now that I know it takes a different path.
And you know what? It's like good for him too for being able to make his stories, I guess, in the way that he envisions, because a lot of times Hollywood or whoever kind of usurps that ability from the creator.
Well, right. And I think him and J.K. Rowling are the only ones that have literally made it all the way through with all the say they ever wanted.
But we will have to continue Diablo. We're running a little late in this episode, so we'll have to end it here.
Cool beans.
Oh, waypoint.
Excuse me.
Boom.
Boom. Thank you all for watching.
Any closing words you would like to say?
Thank you all for watching. Please don't like, please don't subscribe, and delete our channel.
Yeah, if I wake up tomorrow and I see one single new view, I'm going to move. I'm going to take a single piece of clothing and I'll move into the forest and I'll become a hermit. And
oh, heck yeah.
And no one will ever hear from me ever again. So yeah.
Yeah, so don't do it. Don't like us.
Don't subscribe, don't comment or like, and have a nice day.
Yes, and that too.